Good morning, everyone. Good morning. So we're seeing Marin Software here right now, currently pre-market at 2070. Clear winner here for the short squeeze. Uh, Big explosive move here. All-time highs now, 2070. I believe there's an update here on the short interest. Let me double check. It's Marin up 27% in the pre-market. Estimated short interest, 186% of free float. So we're seeing some big numbers here out of Marin. This has potential to continue and follow through. Big winner. We also have news here on the jobs market. Let's double check that. Uh, let's see here. U.S. adds 850,000 jobs in June, better than expected. So we saw some positive numbers. Right now, I have NASDAQ futures here in the bottom, up currently 0.66%. So we're gonna have an explosive day today here, full of fireworks. And let's see. It looks like we're gonna end the week strong. Right when you think the market can't go any higher, it continues to go higher, and it's extremely tricky here to be shorting markets for that particular reason. Technically, it looks extended and it looked like it was going to take a breather, and we continue to inch higher. Not to say that we're not going to go lower today, but very strong opening here for the markets. We're about 9 minutes away from the open, and let's make some rounds here. So Marin Software, big winner here. Tesla is pretty much flat. Didi recently IPO'd. This is a Chinese Uber, I believe. Down huge here, 1482 down for Didi. Not looking good. Staff here is up pre-market. It looks like they just had a reverse split, which is negative, but it's up here currently at 485. Let's see here what we have making rounds. PRVB here up just slightly, 7 cents pre-market. Another one that's trending. Another ticker that's trending here huge. TATT. TATT huge pre-market currently at 987. It closed yesterday at 593. It's up 66%. And TATT. Let me put NASDAQ futures back over here. We'll do it up here. So TATT, we zoom out up here, huge. We're seeing a big uptick on TATT, and it's currently trending at the moment. Let's see here what else is trending. BLIN also trending. We saw a lot of volume in the past 2 days. It's a tech service company, Bridgeline Digital, and getting a little uptick right now at 627. Out here now, trying to stabilize here around 14. DBGI here at 550. PaySafe here 1177. Let's take a look at some of the larger cap stocks. AMD currently at 93.70, just up 39 cents. Not much of an uptick, but still here bullish. Ticker symbol CERE. We were looking at this one a couple of days. I'm still holding up here in the mid 20s. ASTS, another ticker symbol, a space stock, up slightly here, 20 cents, 13.15. And we had positive news yesterday. Virgin Galactic is scheduled to have its first test flight with Richard Branson, July 11th, I believe. I'll double check on the date there. It's all over the news. It's currently up 24%. It's up $10 in the pre-market, and it looks like Virgin Galactic could have a big move up here. Could be a big month for Virgin Galactic right now, leading up to the test flight date. Let me get the exact date there for Virgin Galactic. Virgin Galactic stock is soaring because Branson wants to win the space race with Amazon's Bezos. So, where is the date? Yeah, it is July 11th. So, the test flight is slated to leave as soon as July 11th. So, July 11th is the date we could potentially see Virgin Galactic continue to go higher depending how this test flight goes, or it could completely bomb if there's some delays or something negative happens there. So we have a test flight here for Virgin Galactic July 11th here. And we're seeing a lot of attention on Virgin Galactic. NVIDIA here, not quite at all-time highs, but seeing a nice bump in the pre-market. It's currently at 816. It hit a high yesterday of 818. So potentially see a big move out of NVIDIA here off the open. Good morning, buddy. Good morning. We're doing some runs, just some names to be looking at here. Obviously, we have Mirror Software up huge here right now, 21.28 pre-market, and so we have a big move there out of Mirror Software. And another one here, I believe we see Staff here, but they just had a reverse split. I wouldn't recommend that one, but who knows? It could still potentially run. And I believe it's TAT. Yes. This one just popped up here, trending. We have TAT here, big move right now. It's at 975. It closed yesterday at 593. So TATT, potential momentum there for that ticker. We also have Bridgeline, BLIN, with some action there, slightly up, 24 cents in the pre-market. And we've seen big volume in the past 2 days. Wish got downgraded here. I trimmed off huge on my Wish position from the negative news 2 days ago. And we got more negative news yesterday. They gave it a price. They lowered the price target, I think, to around $12. Or I'm not exactly sure, but it got downgraded. CFO is leaving, resigning. So I think we're going to see a pullback here on Wish. And I'm going to wait for it to stabilize at some range. And then I'll probably size up and rebuy again. And hopefully things turn around for Wish later this year. It's extremely bullish. But I'm going to give it some time for it to take a breather. Short interest there on Mirren. It was at 186. Let me pull that up right now. So this was just posted today, this morning, 1 hour ago. Mirren short interest update is up 27% in the pre-market. Estimated short interest of 186% of free float, 186%. So we still have Mirren there with some good short interest. So we are seeing some positive uptick here. Futures is up, and we're seeing some nice inflows here. Pre-market looking very strong, and we're gonna end the week pretty strong here, going into the holidays. I'm just curious to see if we sustain these levels and we close strong. I might actually close some of my positions here, just to cut back some risk. If we have a nice follow through, big uptick day today, it's already big right now in the pre-market. Might be a good day to potentially take in some profits. So most active stocks right now in the pre-market, we have Virgin Galactic, we have Apple, Palantir, Tesla, General Electric, American Airlines, and Carnival Cruise there. Let's take a look at AMD here. Let's see some of our favorites here. ROKU. Mark, a good morning, Mark. ROKU here still lingering at 436, just up 33 cents. And the market is open here. I'm not exactly sure what happened here, but not looking good for GTT. I do have a position here on GTT and it was halted. Not looking good for that position. Not sure what's going on with a GTT. Just on a side note, GTT looks halted and this is not a good sign. I'm sure it has something to do with the SEC here. Couldn't find any news, and it's not good news here for GTT. Marin Software here at 23.79. Let's take a look at level 2 there for Marin Software. Another all-time highs here for the markets. Back to back all-time highs for the market. We're seeing here some resistance at 25 for Marin Software here. Big volume. So now Marin here at 22, backed off of a little bit. We see the bid in the ask side, slightly flat here, and big line of resistance at 25. So we're trying to here, MRIN. We're going for a second attempt here, going towards 25. So this is a price to beat right now, Marin at 24.01. The price to beat is at 25. Making some trades here. So here now we're seeing some balance here on Marin. We're seeing big volume, and now it has the potential to break 25 now. So we see a lot of the buy side here coming in, and big volume, about 7 million shares traded in the last 5 minutes. That's huge there for Marin Software. We're seeing a lot of green here across the board. It's going to be a green day today, and things are looking good here for now. Alrighty then. Let's take a look at level 2 here. Marin Software now back to 23-ish. And now we see a line of resistance at 24. So now, once again, things are stabilizing. We saw big volume coming in here. We see the bid and the ask kind of coming up here with volume. But now things are slowing down. And now we're seeing another wall of resistance at 24. Some negative news there. A Boeing cargo plane is reportedly in the water in Hawaii, according to CNBC. Tesla trending here. Let's take a look. Tesla big move, 697. It looked like they had some positive numbers there. They showed their sales for the second quarter, and it seemed like they're beating year over year their manufacturing numbers already. Let's take a look here. Tesla Model 3 is the best-selling EV in Spain for quarter 2 with 13% market share. Tesla, positive news. Spain there being the #1 selling car. There was also some other. Tesla has now delivered a total of 386,000 cars through the first 2 quarters of 2021. For some context, Tesla delivered 179,000 cars in the same time period last year, on their way to delivering a total of 500,000 cars in 2020. So we're going to see a nice record-breaking, shattering numbers here out of Tesla. They're on pace to sell about 800,000 cars this year compared to 500,000 cars last year. So Tesla, positive numbers there on their manufacturing numbers for 2021. What is the new ticker symbol for AvePoint? I think they had a merger today, AvePoint. Let's take a look at Virgin Galactic here. Virgin Galactic now here at $52. It's having a slight pullback, and we see some resistance around 54.50. Wave is suspended here. Wave. That's a name I haven't traded here. Echo Wave Power Global here. Huge uptick. It's apparently a halted here. Circuit breaker currently at 25.75. Big moves here. It was at 148 3 days ago. Wow. Yesterday it was up. It hit a high of around $16, and now we're at 25. Wave here. Not enough. Not information here. What is this ticker? Interesting. There's no data here. And we're off here. Wave resumes here. Now at 28.38. Wave here. Don't have a lot of information there. Let me see if I can pull some more information on Google. Echo Wave Power Global ADS debuted on NASDAQ, up 27% from IPO price. I see. Now, Marin Software here pulling back. It's at 22.17. And Tesla looks like it's here trying to break the 700 mark. Got rejected. Also, NIO looks like it's cooling off here. 49.79 for NIO. Making some trades here. I was just checking some of my positions here. I think Kathy Wood, if I'm not mistaken, today bought, yesterday. I know she bought it yesterday, but it looked like she bought Vuzi every day of the week this week. I wouldn't be surprised if it was every day. I kept on seeing it on, I kept on seeing it on the trade desk um, numbers there for ARK Invest. So it seems like she came in here buying Vuzi almost every day. So it's going to be interesting to see how this performs in the next few weeks. And GTT here still halted. Don't know what happened to this guy. I'm trying to find some information. GTT says New York Stock Exchange to start proceeding to delist company's common stock. GTT suspended trading. Super negative news here for GTT. This is what happens when you try to trade these short squeeze momentum stocks. Negative news, big loser here. GTT looks like it's going to get delisted. I did have a small position there on GTT, and yeah, not looking good. So I wonder what happens to my position there. Let's see if I can sell it here. I don't think I'll be able to. Yeah, not looking good for GTT. Cannot sell. It was a small position there, but nevertheless, not good. Not sure how that's going to pan out. So, negative news there. GTT, big loser. You lost all your money day trading this week. Trace, be careful out there. You don't want to expose your account out there. Need to slow it down. Don't worry, I'm not sure how long you've been trading. I definitely blew up a lot of accounts when I started. So it's a process. It's a learning process. Let me take a look at level 2 here. Michael Cole Glazer right now on CNBC talking about Virgin Galactic.
Next test flight test, I should say, on July 11th, which will carry founder Sir Richard Branson. Branson is looking to beat fellow billionaire Jeff Bezos to space as Bezos looks to launch his own company, Blue Origin, on that company's New Shepard capsule on July 20th. Joining us now is Virgin Galactic CEO Michael Cole Glazer. Michael, great to have you back on. Thanks for joining us today.
Good morning, Morgan. It's a good day to be here.
Yeah, what an exciting couple of weeks we have ahead of us. I spoke to Sir Richard earlier this week when your sister company, Virgin Orbit, successfully carried satellites to orbit. And at that time, when I asked him what the game plan was for him to go to space, he said that he was waiting for the engineers to tell me when I can go to space, quote unquote. You take that, you couple it with the FAA approval last Friday. How long has this plan been in the works?
Well, the plan has been in the works, for quite some time because we had this test flight program going on. And as you know, we have 4 test flights we were planning to do. We did our first on May 22nd, and it was excellent. And it showed that we are technically ready to go. We did a lot of diligent analysis after that flight. That's the same data that we gave to the FAA. And as you mentioned, that's what the FAA used as the basis to approve our commercial license going forward. And when we finished that analysis, we knew we would be pivoting from focus on technical side of the flight test to the focus on the cabin experience and what the astronaut experience would be like for these next 2 flights. But we had to wait until the technical work was done, and Richard was pretty patient about that. So then as we shift this focus to now the private astronaut experience and the cabin environment, these next 2 test flights are pretty much going to be the same. We originally had thought we would maybe rehearse and have somebody stand in for Richard just to kind of show what would be going on. We realized most of that training is done on the ground, and so we had a chance to say, Richard, you could go on either of these 2 flights. Which would you prefer? You can kind of imagine what he had to say back, and he's excited to go now that it's ready.
Yeah, given the fact that there has been that switch, the fact that he's going to be on this test flight sooner now. I do wonder, though, was the news that your direct competitor, Blue Origin, sending that company's founder to space a factor in the decision for this change in timeline?
Absolutely not. And I know it's a fun headline, and I know a lot of media like that headline. We only fly when we've assessed all of our data and we are safe to fly and ready to fly. And we've been working on that all along. We announced quite some time ago that we'd be running these test flights, and the next 2 would be in the summer. So waiting for the analysis, we've been planning for some time that our next of the test flights would be somewhere around mid-July. So that plan's been going. We finished the data analysis, and that allowed us to announce our flight date yesterday. And then we've also been planning for Richard to be one of our test mission specialists, because we wanted him to represent all the future astronauts who are coming. This is going to be an amazing transformative event for people that they kind of plan for much of their lives and are excited for it. Who better than Richard when he comes back for us to interview and say, okay, how was that? How did we deliver? How did we set up the training program? Was the journey that we took you on for the year in advance and the week in advance in New Mexico, did it set you up for this amazing moment above the Earth? And that's his role. And we've been planning for him to do that for quite a while. The ship's now ready. He's been really patient about it. But now it's time.
Yeah, and certainly I think back to last year pre-pandemic. The game plan had been for him to fly around his birthday, which is July 18th. So perhaps not that surprising to see it happen this month in light of that as well. That being said, what is he going to experience, he and his 3 crew mates, and what does that training ahead of time entail?
Sure. This group of 4 mission specialists are going to experience exactly what our future astronauts are going to experience. So the training actually starts well in advance. As you know, Richard's been ready for years and working on his training for that. But specifically for the week before the flight, there is a period of very focused training. It's about building muscle memory for how you will work within the cabin, but it's also getting ready kind of physically, spiritually, emotionally, intellectually, because the moments in weightlessness, looking back at the Earth, are relatively few over the course of a lifetime. And we want to make sure the memory is so strong and so powerful that it lasts with you forever. So all of our training is really focused on setting up that memory. That's what we're taking Richard and his team through this upcoming week. And that's what we'll be asking how it went when he comes back.
Safety, it's of the utmost importance. How are you planning for that? What does that look like?
Well, I'd say safety is built in at the foundation of everything we do. And you mentioned we were originally planning to fly Richard well back, like a year ago, and we had more test flights to do. We had more efforts to go. And so we never really worry about the schedule driving anything. We worry about our technical readiness driving everything. And so that's how this company works. That's how we're built. That's where we're embedding in the culture of this. So now that the technical readiness is there, and it's there because of the data that shows it's there, and it's there because of the diligence of the team that works on this so hard. So now that that is ready, it does really give us the ability to focus on the next phase, the cabin experience. And now we're going to get repetition and repeating under our belt on the technical flights. The last flight in May flew just as we wanted it to go. So we're just going to keep doing that flight profile and move forward. But this takes us another step to opening the door of making space accessible for far more people than has ever been possible. And that's pretty exciting.
Whether it's Branson, who is one of the world's most prolific entrepreneurs and certainly a business celebrity and oversees not as a founder of not just Virgin Galactic, but so many other companies within the Virgin landscape, or whether it's future passengers that'll be coming on board, what does the insurance situation look like? How do you protect from that standpoint?
Well, right now we're doing our flight test program. And so these are all mission specialists of the company that are part of the flight test engineering plan. When we do go into commercial service, I'm sure there's going to be a lot going on from the insurance industry around it because it's a new industry, and the insurance industry will be bringing new things to the table as well. But that'll be part of our commercial service launch.
Michael, it's David Faber, and listening to Morgan's reporting on this for some time, and obviously you and so many of your team there as well, the people we brought on. Where are you right now in terms of your assessment as to what the total addressable market is for people who are going to want to go into space in 2022, and most importantly, I guess, beyond that?
Well, we view, I'd say this looks at this market in terms of, let's say the next 5 years and then the next decade and where it goes from there. But in the reasonably short to medium term, this is going to be a market that well exceeds our capacity to fill it. I think what we're doing, what Blue and others are doing, is just adding excitement and a bit of normalization to the concept of human spaceflight. And so we believe the market for that is extremely strong. What we have to do now at Virgin Galactic is finish our test program and build a fleet of spaceships to serve that market. And as we do this, and as more and more people come back on kind of first tracks and bring the story back down of, oh my goodness, that was the most incredible experience, and it really did change my life, I think that will feed this market going forward. And so that's our plan, is to demonstrate through these early flights how powerful this experience will be. We already have 600 people signed up. As we've mentioned, we'll be opening up sales following the second of these test flights, so probably at the end of the summer. And we expect that to be very robust because we're going to be limited in our capacity for a while. But then we'll get it opened up, and it will become something that many people can aspire to.
So I realize you said that the decision to fly on July 11th has nothing to do with the competition. That being said, Space Twitter has been, to use a phrase I've seen a lot on there in the last couple of days, there's been a lot of quote-unquote space shade being thrown around. Just want to get your response to the CEO of Blue Origin, Bob Smith, on this statement. He said, quote, "We wish him a great and safe flight," meaning Branson, "but they're not flying above the Kármán line, and it's a very different experience."
First, I'd say we also wish the Blue Origin people just the best. They do amazing things. They do a lot of amazing things. And the more people who go to space, the more we open up this door for everybody else. So we're very excited for that. We are going above the astronaut line. We've done this in the past. We've actually flown, the only commercial company that's flown private astronauts or private citizens up above the astronaut line and come down with astronaut wings. So I think opening up space is not about going to a destination or a point. Opening up space is about going to space, being weightless, and looking back down at this planet and recognizing our place in it. And our entire company is built for that purpose. That's what we do. I think Blue and others are going to do amazing things. They have other business models too, but Virgin Galactic is built specifically to bring all of us up into space and give them this experience. And I think we're going to do an amazing job of it.
Michael, we appreciate you coming on with us. I know you've got a busy week and a half plus ahead of you, and I look forward to perhaps seeing you on the ground in New Mexico next weekend.
Michael Klobuchar. You guys, I hope you make it. It's incredible to be there. And if you miss it, make sure you see the live stream, because that is going to be an incredible show.
Thanks for joining us today.
Bye-bye now.
All right, Squawk on the Street's going to be right back with the S&P and NASDAQ hitting.
So some positive news there, Virgin Galactic. I might stream that. I wonder if it's during the markets. I might stream that Virgin Galactic event. Virgin Galactic is one of my favorite stocks. I have not traded it or bought it in a long time. I traded it plenty of times in the past 2 years. I really love that stock. It went from like $15 to $60 in about a month. I missed that whole ride. Awesome job. I've been anticipating. At one point, I had a lot of my account invested on it with shares. I don't own any shares anymore of it, and I was heavily invested in it, and I really like that stock. But now it's at 60, and I don't have a piece of the action. So right now, we're seeing some of the market just a little bit of cooling off here. Nothing major. No big moves happening right now. A lot of the large cap stocks pulling back. Not sure what happened there. GTT getting delisted by the New York Stock Exchange. I wonder what's going to happen to my position. I have a few shares there. So super negative news there on GTT. Carve here, another one potential for a short squeeze. Here, just pretty dormant. Mirror Software had the potential to break 25. But we had a big wall resistance, so now it's pulling back here, taking a breather, 21.75. Tesla having positive news, and it's currently getting rejected here from the 700 mark. So Tesla pulling back. Didi, this is a Chinese Uber here. Didi gap down, but trying to recoup here. So potential buy the dip opportunity there for Didi. Staff, one that's just did a stock split, a reverse split. So don't really recommend this one, but gapping up here. I'm going to remove this one. I don't like reverse splits. PRVB here, 880, currently trending. And TAT Technology, a one that was trending pre-market with big volume, gapped up here and now pulling back currently at 909. BLIN, Bridgeline Digital, another one that has been active in the past couple of days. ALF here stabilizing around $15. DBGI here pulling back 525. PaySafe here at 1160. We saw a lot of options activity in these days. Bullish flow there for PaySafe. And now kind of slightly bearish here, breaking down my 10-day moving average. And we're going to have to wait and see where it closes today. AMD slightly pulling back. SoFi, we saw options activity, people buying this dip. People very bullish on SoFi here. We saw the reversal candle here. Big volume coming up, sustaining this. And it was a dead cat bounce. I did mention be careful here once it hits my 10-day moving average for your potential reversal for a dead cat bounce. And that's exactly what happened. But still, it still has potential here. It's around $18, and there's support there at around $18. So this can stabilize, normalize next week. AMC is down once again. AMC is down right now below $50, currently at $49.20. This is bearish. This is not looking too hot here for AMC. I also do have some positions here on AMC. Not looking good for AMC. Let's take a look at level 2 for AMC. So AMC here, big volume coming in here, selling off. Level 2 pretty balanced. We see some support here at $48 for AMC. Also, when you have these kind of pullbacks here, these sometimes are opportunities for buying, just like here. Perfect example, just like how it happened here back in June 10th. You saw a sell-off here, and then followed by the next few days with a nice ramp up here, creating some momentum. So these pullbacks are healthy to create upwards momentum, and it does like a bear trap. But it's not always the case. So just have to be careful here. It plowed through some of these lines of support here, this small gap fill, and it's plowing through both of them. So it's not looking too good right now for AMC for the day. So we're going to have to wait and see until next week to see if AMC does something here special over the weekend, and to see if this pullback creates that, small bear trap there. So potential for AMC to make a move next week. Not looking good. It continues to sell off. And we're seeing more selling pressure here, AMC. More selling pressure. We're seeing a very weak side here on the buy side. Not looking good. Big volume here at AMC. Currently 1 million shares traded there for AMC in the last 5 minutes. So we're seeing good volume, but heavy sell side here on level 2 on AMC. Be careful, guys. So CERE here, pulling back. We're seeing a pullback here in the markets, although NASDAQ is pretty strong here. But some of these stocks are all selling off right now. CUEN, Cuentas here, pulling back. Tattoo Chef, pulling back. OCUP, pulled back here. NVDA, we're seeing constant volume here, and we're seeing here pretty strong buy side. We do see some resistance at 820, so it'll be interesting to see if NVIDIA could break through that 820 area. Boeing had some negative news there, so let's take a look at Boeing quickly. Boeing, apparently one of their cargo planes is somewhere in the middle of the ocean in Hawaii. So Boeing here, just on that negative news, is just down about 1.6%. So nothing too unbearable there for Boeing. Astra here trending slightly up. Oh, it's up from yesterday's close, but slightly down for the day. Had a busy morning here. So the cargo plane did a belly landing out in the ocean, and it was a safe landing. So very difficult to do, and they were able to safely land the plane on the ocean. Emergency landing came after report of, what was it? What did it say? Wish here currently at 1184. Wish. Looking to do some more trades here. Taking this time to really assess my portfolio. I'm trying to close some more positions, but gonna give it. I have some time on some of these positions. Gonna give it some time. So NVIDIA, we're seeing some big uptick here. Currently, last 5 minutes traded 123,000 shares, slightly above here the average, but did have big volume at the open at 195,000, 183,000. In the last 5 minutes, 123,000. So slight uptick here on NVIDIA. Let's take some rounds and see at the major indices what is going on here. We have the S&P 500 all-time highs. We have the NASDAQ all-time highs. We have some green uptick here on the Dow Jones. Russell 2000, only one here, slightly red. And the VIX getting hammered below $15. VIX 1452. And that is bullish for the markets. But we're having a mixed bag here. So Virgin Galactic here, pulling back after that positive news. I might take a swing at it if it comes back down to around the $44 level, $43 level. Virgin Galactic, Michael Colglazier, CEO, is expecting to reopen sales by late summer. So we might see some more bullish catalysts out of Virgin Galactic. Not really seeing options activity there too much for Virgin Galactic. Let's take a look at staff. Currently trending here, staffing solutions. Still ramping up here. They just had the reverse split and is ramping. Okay, AMC here holding at 49.38. And Marin Software here slightly cooling off right now at a support level of above $20. And we see some resistance right now at 21.50. Zoom, good morning. No, I believe today is a full trading day. Adobe here breaking all-time highs. Adobe. So although we see here Nasdaq futures up, the VIX down, I'm seeing a lot of red. CCIV is down right now. It's currently trading 26.86. Lee Auto is down, currently trading 32.22. Go EV down. It's currently trading 938. XL Fleet 790. And so we're seeing EV stocks right now selling off. NIO is down to 49.42. So we're seeing a slight pullback here. We're seeing Apple here being one of the winners. Let's look at large mega cap stocks here. Google breaking all-time highs. So it's the mega cap stocks right now that are getting the action. Netflix, let's take a look at Netflix. I think we did that. Netflix, not too exciting there, but it's still pretty up there. Let's just take a look at Chipotle. Beautiful run here out of Chipotle. Expensive stock. It's currently at 1,500 here. Big run up on Chipotle here from around 1350. Now it's at 1550. A $200 move there in the past about 2 to 3 weeks. It's about a month there. So this is the current action here for Wall Street bets. These are the trending tickers right now that are being mentioned. Virgin Galactic being here, the number one talked ticker symbol being talked about right now. Then the S&P 500, and then Clover Health, AMC, Wish, Donut, which is Krispy Kreme's, just IPO'd yesterday. Palantir, GameStop, Tesla, NIO, AMD, and Clean Energy there. So these are the most trending stocks right now on Wall Street Bet being mentioned. I want to sell more stocks here, more of my options. I just don't want to. I have time on some of them, and I don't want to lock in some losses. So I'm being stubborn. Going to post this up. All right. Just sent that data via Twitter. So we're 1 hour into the trading session here. Indices are strong. They're green, but action is kind of mediocre. Making some more trades here. Let's take a look at what is going on here. So we have Mirror Software holding up above $20, which is good. Holding here at 20.50. Level 2 looks pretty flat here and balanced. So now the volume has completely slowed down here on Mirror Software. I'm doing some cleaning here on my portfolio for today. SQBG, Sequential Brands Group here, trending. Let's take a look at SQBG. SQBG here currently trading at 10.86. It's up $2.56, 30%. And we're seeing SQBG here getting some action right now. SQBG, let's take a look at level 2 for SQBG. SQBG seeing decent volume. Last 5 minutes traded 44,000 shares. The high of the day of shares traded 243,000 shares. Level 2 here on the sell side looks pretty flat. Buy side looks pretty good. So SQBG looking decent. Good morning, Charlie. Good morning. Bridge line here, looking healthy, looking healthy here. BLIN, bridge line. It's up 22%, up $1.30, and it held up nicely here. Potentially goes back up to all-time highs around $8.50 for the day. DBGI here, cooling off 489. Pay safe, looking bearish here. Breaking down my 10-day moving average. AMD here, waking up here and reversing AMD. And SoFi here at $18, SoFi. News here, very slow. Not a lot of action. Not a lot of activity going on right now. Ticker symbol HVBT now has a deal with NVDA. Yeah, as one of the key crypto mining companies that retail investors pay attention to, Hive Blockchain, HVBT, is offering up a few new catalysts. Indeed, investors will note that the company's ticker has changed. Hive Blockchain, previously traded over the counter, is now available on the NASDAQ under the ticker symbol HVBT. For U.S. investors, buying HVBT stock on a major exchange has many benefits. Okay. So today Hive is generating a lot of buzz for an announcement deal with NVIDIA. As part of the deal, Hive will join NVIDIA's partnered network. The deal provides Hive with access to NVIDIA's cloud service provider program. The company hopes this strategic move will advance its goals of expanding into enterprise cloud services. Indeed, the clientele Hive has identified as its potential market in the space will require high-performance computing workloads. This partnership appears to pave the way for the strategic shift. So let's take a look at HVBT. New news there. Hive Blockchain here, partnership with NVIDIA, currently trading at $3. I like this catalyst. Don't know how well it's gonna go with this. Let's take a look here at HVBT. We saw big volume coming in here. HVBT. I'm assuming when it got included into what was that? Into the NASDAQ. No, yeah, into the NASDAQ. I'm going to do some more research here on this HVBT. Looks very interesting. Good morning, Booth. Bloodbath for my portfolio today. So it seems like today is red day here. Trace also lost his portfolio this week. Be careful, guys, if you guys are trading weekly options out there. going to save this HVBT here. Put it up here. I'm going to be taking a close eye on this HVBT. Thought buying GWAT at 770 was solid dip. Now into the low 7. Touch 6 today. Let's take a look at GVO. We're seeing a pullback here at GVO. $7. News is very slow. Not a lot of activity right now. Bullish flow in Ocean Power Technologies, OPTT. 21,000 contracts trading and implied volatility is up 31 points to 150%. Shares near 287, OPTT. Ocean Power Technologies. So some to look at here, HVBT and OPTT. Going to check out some options here. OPTT. Let's see what is going on with this. Big activity there for the 16th, 2 weeks from now. This OPTT looks interesting. OPTT, what should I do here? big volume here. We potentially see some follow through. We're seeing a lot of options activity. Conflicted here, that's for sure. What to do here? Looks very interesting. Going to cool it, but it looks very interesting. OPTT. It has my attention here. All right, I'll just posting that information. Just posting it on Twitter. It has my attention. It's up now like 10 cents here. Since we're looking at it. News is very slow. There's not a lot of activity right now going on. So far, unusual options activity here. OPTT, potential play there. Big volume. HVBT, just got listed to the NASDAQ here. Hive blockchain and working with NVIDIA now. So this has a potential here. Hive blockchain. It also has my attention. So HVBT and OPTT look pretty decent right now. Hive blockchain here has a $1 billion market cap, just included into the NASDAQ and also partnering up with NVIDIA. Good morning, Chris. Good morning. Yeah, we can throw it up. Is that the new ticker? I was looking for the new ticker there. AVPT. Yeah, we can throw it up here for sure. Half point here. We're seeing a sell-off here. Yeah, APXT. I saw that it was trending here, but it was trending as APXT, and I should have looked it up. I wasn't sure the new ticker symbol. So it's setting off here on the new ticker symbol. But we did see some volume here, trying to save it at here at 1133. Failed attempt. We have pretty mixed bag here on level 2. And we have major support at $11. So it should stay around. I do believe it hit probably bottom for the day. No lower than 11 for sure. It looks pretty strong here on the buy side. But we're seeing kind of a sluggish day right now. Yeah, first day of new ticker. News is very slow. Not a lot of activity. We do see the major indices up. But we have a mixed bag here. So we have Mirrored Software now below $20. Mirrored Software below $20. So NVIDIA here 816. Wish 1170. We have Coinbase here 244. Netflix 531. Adobe here 591. Roku 438. HVPT $3. OPTT $2.99. A GTT here got delisted. Can't even sell it. So I'm not sure what's going to happen here with this GTTT. This is horrible news. Carve here. Another one with a potential for a squeeze here at 1027. Now we're having Having Mirror Software here pulling back 1975. Tesla 680. DD here 1533. TAT Technologies here. TATT pulling back currently at 901. Bridgeline Digital still continuing to go higher. I did call that potentially it'll go back up to all-time highs at 850 when it was trading around $7, and it is trucking and it's seeing some decent volume here. Let's take a look at level 2 for Bridgeline here. Bridgeline Digital, strong volume coming in here, and we see some resistance here for Bridgeline at 815. So we see some resistance at 815 for Bridgeline, about 25 cents away. So today is the last day of Jeff Bezos as CEO at Amazon. Also, Robinhood going public. They filed yesterday S1 filing. Ticker symbol will be HOOD, Hood. OPTT here getting some nice bullish rally here. We do see some resistance at 315. OPTT here looking very interesting, unusual options volume, and we're seeing a nice ramp up here. Previous recent highs around $7. So it'll be interesting to see this ticker symbol here. I ended up taking a swing here at OPTT a little earlier. So we'll see how this works out in the next few days. Trades down 30% this week. Be careful. We had a pretty hot week. We had a pretty hot week. Just be careful for some of the speculative stocks out there. OPTT here, 317. 318. We're seeing some volume here, uptick OPTT. OPTT, seeing some volume right now, seeing some action. Market cap of 127 million. So this has a lot of potential. Let me do some further research here for OPTT. OPTT here getting some action. We're seeing volume coming in here. OPTT 322 right now. OPTT. We see some resistance here at 328. So OPTT here, right off the open, big volume coming in here. 1.7 million shares traded. We see the momentum dying out just to create more action here, more movement. And now we're seeing volume picking up here. And it's ramping up here for a second leg here higher. And let's see how it works out here. We're seeing here buy side kind of thinning out here. Let's see if it can go higher. Already up 70 cents today. That's about a 30% move there on OPTT. Recent highs around $7. This has potential for a nice swing. Earnings here on the 9th. Earnings on the 9th. So we're going to have to wait a few more minutes, give these candles some more time to see if OPTT follows through here. But we saw the volume dying out here as the price decreased, and then we're seeing a price increase here and an inflow of volume once again. So we're trying once again to go higher here. We're seeing some nice support here, OPTT 305, and we're seeing a shift here on the buy side. This is looking healthy. So some news here on OPTT, on inclusion in the Russell Microcap Index. So that was recently announced here about a week ago. So it got included into the Russell Microcap Index. Let's see if there's more positive news here for OTTP. So it got listed on the NASDAQ and Russell micro cap. We saw some bullish options activity here on OPTT. Last 5-minute candles, we saw 1.2 million shares traded. OPTT, I think it has a recent high of $7. So we just need to give it a few days to see if that momentum follows through. I'm looking at least $5. I took a swing on it earlier this day today, so we'll see where it goes. We see earnings here. We have earnings on July 9th here. So potential run up until earnings. It just got included into the microcap Russell microcap index. So some catalysts there. We also saw some options activity, bullish options activity there. And we're seeing some volume here. Now it's cooling off here at 308. We're going to have to give it some days. I'm taking it for a swing trade unless we see a crazy rally today. Recent highs for the stock around $7. And it traded here for a few days around $5. So I'm looking at it to hit around $5 in the next few days, possible weeks. I'm more of a swing trader, Christian. So the only way I'll sell intraday is if I get a ridiculous move. So for me, I actually just bought it today just to take it for a swing trade a few days. I'm looking at my first take profits around $5. Has a potential to hit 7. Doesn't mean it'll follow through, but it does have some interesting options. The options that they're buying is for July 16th. So we might see some momentum there for another week or so. APTY is having an AMC type move. APTY. Let's take a look at APTY. Is this this is over the counter stock here. Okay. Technology service. Okay. So possibly one to be looking at. I don't trade many over the counter stocks. I do like some, but I just don't trade it, especially because it's not on my broker. But I do have other broker accounts, but I don't know too much about over the counter stocks. But technically here, it does look like technically, if you're in this, you want to see a break here. The recent highs of around 0.018. You want to see break that point. You want to see it break that level. It should be breaking it by today or on Monday or Tuesday. I think markets are closed Monday. And if it doesn't close, you could potentially see a double top, which will then give you a reversal to the downside. So just be on the lookout at that high there, and you want to see it break that level. So OPTT here, slightly pulling back, but we are seeing here some volume here, 120 million shares traded in the last 5 minutes. And we're seeing some pretty good level 2 action here. So we have NASDAQ futures here still. All-time highs. Let's look at the major indices. Look at this. We see S&P 500 here, all-time highs. NASDAQ, all-time highs. We see the Dow Jones here ramping up very nicely. The Russell 2000 slightly lower. And then, who can explain this? Look at my watch list. It's all red here. All red here. Look at this. All red. And then we have the major indices green. How does that work? I don't understand. So clearly just a handful of stocks are pushing the markets higher. That's crazy. That's insane. We see blood all over and the markets are all-time highs. How do you explain this? I don't know. Home Depot here slightly ramping up. Let's see. Let's take a look at like Visa and MasterCard. Some of the mega cap stocks. Maybe these are the ones that are pushing the market higher. Apple definitely is slightly here. Let's take a look at Facebook. Google, Amazon. Google all-time highs. I mean, how are the markets all-time highs here and there's red everywhere? 90% of my watch list is red. So now we're seeing volume dying out once again on OPTT here. Didn't have enough momentum or energy to continue to go higher. We see here some support at 291 and 296 and 299. So we'll see here what happens here. But didn't have that momentum to push higher. So for those of you on AF point here, we're seeing the sell-off, but we do see some support here at $11. So we do see a bottom here at AF point at $11. Let's take a look here what's going on with Virgin Galactic here. Giving up those gains there on that news. I like this. We have a positive news here. A catalyst for about 2 weeks out for July 11th. And it's giving up those gains right now. It's at 45. And I do like it at these levels. So OPTT here pulling back $3. Not looking strong at all now. We do see some nice buy side here overall. So I'm going to give it some time. We see some resistance at 309. And we do see some support here at some of these levels. So we're going to have to wait and see if it can create some momentum. Marin Software here at 1949. Marin Software. Tesla 678. DD here, 1535. And Bridgeline Digital. Bridgeline Digital here holding at 8. I did say potential to hit 850 once again when it was trading around 7. So that could have been a quick trade there. Alf slightly waking up here and holding nicely above $14 here, my line of support. SoFi here with the dead cat bounce. We did see people buying that dip, but now it looks like it wants to go lower. It is holding up around 1780 here. So we're seeing the market here, although all-time highs. We're seeing some of the stocks pulling back here, potential opportunity there, and pretty dead here on the news side. Usually, some of the things I look at, not a lot of things and activity going on right now. So we had a pretty strong week on some of the stocks, and I'm gonna end the stream here, guys. Thank you for joining the morning stream. I'm going to try as much as possible Monday through Friday, the first 2 hours of the open, to continue this morning stream and just prepare us every day for the day. Not bad. This week I'm up 5.6%. So a decent week. At one point I was crushing it here. But up almost 10%. But not bad. I'm going to call it for the day. Make sure, guys, to hit the like and subscribe buttons down below. Check out my Discord. I have my trades there, my portfolios live, and also news running 24/7, and a lot of information there. All my trades are, I create all my trades and trading ideas based on the information on my Discord and news that is running there 24/7. So make sure to check that out. And yeah, that'll pretty much make it for this week. I hope you guys enjoy yourselves for the 3-day weekend. And I believe markets are closed on Monday, so I'll be back on Tuesday. Thank you guys for joining me this week and checking me out. You can also follow me on Twitter, StockTwits, TikTok, where I will continue to post throughout the day and the weekend. Thank you guys for joining, and I'll catch you guys next week.